Hello everybody, this is John the Yeti, and welcome to my new Minecraft series. This is the creation of Dhirim. Some of you might know that name, and for those of you that don't, it is a city in the game Mountain Blade Warband. Now, this is going to be my version of Dhirim, because in the game Mountain Blade Warband, they don't really show you the whole city. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this island here and I'm going to create a city on it. Hopefully it covers the whole island by the time we're done. And we're going to create villages surrounding it that are going to be our wheat producers, just like in the game Mountain Blade. Now, you might notice that I have some familiarity with this map. That is because I got this seed from a map that I was playing and somewhat doing this before on the PlayStation, but now I'm starting it on the PC and I'm going to be recording it for you guys. So you'll see here in a minute we're going to get into this ravine that goes through the center of the island. This is going to make it nice and easy for us to get the materials that we need. Iron, coal, don't really need that much coal, but diamonds, gold, lapis, redstone, all that good stuff. But beyond that, there's also a nice pocket in here that I want to build into like a dwarf city It's something I tried starting while on the PlayStation, but I never really got completed with it. What I'm hoping is that I will have enough time, well, as long as I don't stop this series, I'm going to have enough time to actually do that and create hopefully a safe village down here kind of thing is what I'm hoping to be able to do. We'll see how that works out. Now I did want to say that this is going to be done in survival mode. Obviously I'm using creative here for a minute, but this is a duplicated world, and this is what I'm going to be doing every time I give you guys intro and ending shots of the place as we go forward. I'm going to be using creative mode in a duplicated world at that time to get you guys those shots. Now you'll see here there is a nice village somewhat close to us. This is going to be my first stop, really. That's what I'm showing you. And you can also see that it's kind of broke up. It's not put together very well. And I tried to fix this place up before on the PlayStation and it just didn't really work out. You'll see the terrain is quite messed up and separated. It might look like there's more than one village here. That's because when I had started this seed, the cherry blossom update wasn't out yet, and it kind of just added it onto the village. Alright, the beginning of day one. We have nothing. I didn't give myself a starter chest. I forgot to put the coordinates on. I'll be changing that later. But I figured since I had some knowledge of the land, I didn't need anything to start off with. So it's immediately over to that village I showed you with the beautiful sakura trees there. We may or may not use those. I like the look of the trees, but I just really don't like the wood. I've tried building with it. I'm not very successful with that. Not my cup of tea using sakura trees. But one of the first things we're going to get ourselves is some food. Well, not really food so much as I'm going to be a farmer and I need stuff to plant if I'm going to be a farmer. You can't really be a farmer with nothing to plant. So I'm going to be taking some crops, which will later on be our food, but Right now we need to acquire some other stuff, like a bed. That's nice. We want to be able to sleep whenever possible. And more crops. Now, of course, I'm gonna take the crops. What was I thinking? What, maybe leave the crops for them? No, we're taking the crops. Okay. Oh, I guess we're gonna leave the carrots. But, ooh, actual food. Food that's ready to cook and potatoes. I'm gonna be planting those potatoes. We need a lot more potatoes later on. And some more wheat. Dhirim's gonna be the capital of the wheat production, as it is in Mountain Blade, so we're gonna need a lot of seeds to plant that wheat. Alright, and what we have up here, some beetroots. One of the most useless things to ever enter Minecraft, in my opinion. I know there's the beetroot soup, but I just can't be bothered. I literally can't be bothered to make it because there's so many better options. So we're gonna replant here for a little bit. Let them have something to have. But yeah, let's give them back their beetroots. Let them have some beetroots. Since that does work, apparently, for villagers to replicate. Alright then. Need to get some wood because I doubt they're gonna have a crafting table here. I'm gonna need a crafting table to get ourselves some tools to get things started. Alright. I'll grab myself a white bed just because I like the plain white to start with. We'll decide a color later on. But with that, it's time to head back to the island. Try to create ourselves a house. And see if we can't sleep the way the second night in our own home. Alright, back on the island, and this little spot over here is going to be the start of our building. We need to grab some stone, and of course it decided to start raining, but I can't work with wooden tools. It just doesn't work, you know? So we're going to grab some stone, we're going to get some stone tools, and then we're going to start with mining some trees, or chopping down some trees rather. This place has a decent amount of trees. And we're going to get started with chopping down some trees. There is a decent amount of wood on this place, but we need something to build our house with, you know, and I don't feel like mining up a bunch of stone. I want to go to sleep in a house tonight, not in a cave. Alright, and with that, it looks like we have enough wood to make ourselves 4 stacks of planks. It should be enough to make ourselves a house here. And I think I'm going to go with a 8x8. This should give us a decent little house. Big enough for some storage and crafting tables. But yeah, I'm going to do a little time skip here, putting up the walls. Yep, time to do the ceiling now. This is my own personal little roof. I don't see anyone else making roofs like this, so you know, it's my own unique roof system. I feel like if you know anyone else that makes roofs like this in Minecraft, let me know. I haven't seen any other YouTubers do this, where it's basically just replicates the 4 logs going across the ceiling, like if it was a log house. Now I didn't use logs, I'll be using logs in other buildings. But yeah, this is just quick and easy. I wanted to be able to sleep in my own bed, in my own house, at the end of the second night. Which is what we got accomplished here tonight. And I'm glad we were able to get that done. Now, we need to go around, pick up some more saplings so we can replant them, get ourselves some more birch wood, because I'm gonna need torches, and torches take either coal or charcoal, and I prefer charcoal because it can go while I'm doing other stuff. Alright, and with the charcoal going, it is time to get some more stone and to flatten out this area a bit. You might notice my coordinates have now been turned on, and that's because in the PlayStation version I have the main ground level set at 70, which is what I'm going to be using for this version as well. I'm also going to be using that later on for, helping me remember where I'm at, and setting the ground level for things in the caves. Because I want to be somewhat similar to my PlayStation version, but I don't want to be an exact copy. This is going to have some uniqueness to it. Well, especially once we get past my PlayStation version of this map, then I'll be all brand new territory. But with that stone, we got ourselves some stone tools, got ourselves a chest to put them in, and we're just gonna sit that outside where it's nice and easy to get to. I'm not worried about losing this to a creeper or something, it's just stone. So, yeah, not a big deal to lose this chest. And with that, we go back to cutting down some more trees. Birch, so we can get some more charcoal for torches and such. Oak, so we can have some more building materials. And we need the saplings for both of them so we can start regrowing. And with that, it's getting to be about nighttime. But you know what? A farmer doesn't stop until it is night. So we're going to do a little terraining here. A little excavating of some ground, a little filling in where there's a hole to who knows where. But yeah, I don't want any creepy crawlies coming out when I'm trying to be a farmer. I ain't a slayer here yet. I'm sure I'm going to be doing plenty of slaying later on, but right now, I'm just a farmer. And I want to do farmer things like farm, grow crops, expand a village. And there's the creepy crawlies I'm trying to block off. Yep, let's get this filled in real quick here. Alright then. That's better. Safe and sound. And that'll wrap up that night. Alright, beginning of the next day, let's use up the rest of this dirt and fill in this hole here real quick. Now, I'm going to need to remove some of these flowers because, they kind of get in the way of trying to build stuff and being a farmer. I have to till the ground and whatnot. But I think I'm going to start by collecting some animals. So let's get a pen going here. I built myself some fence and a gate. Won't make the pen too big, but I do want a decent number of animals. Yeah, that looks good. Now, I started looking for cows because they give leather. But just like in the PlayStation version, nothing likes to spawn on this island unless I'm not looking for it. Then I'll see it all the time. But I just can't find animals on this island when I try to find them. But that's okay, because I found sugarcane instead, which is awesome. Kinda need that. We're gonna make a map of the island later on. But we found a portal, and cows, and pigs. What do you know? As soon as I leave the island, there's animals. And boy, is there some gold in there for us. Hooray. But with that, I decided to kill some pigs. I don't quite remember what they follow you from, if that's beetroot or carrots or what, but I decided that, you know what, there's 2 sheep here. So I'm going to take the sheep instead. I'll come back for the cow later. Where's the other sheep? Yeah, there's the other sheep. Sheep, follow me. And with the 2 sheep and the cow, for some reason, trying to follow me and not really working, I have to start pushing them. Trying not to drown in the process, and trying not to drown them in the process. But eventually the sheep did start following me. I didn't bother with the cow yet, because I don't have a separate pin, so I'm just taking the 2 sheep. And constantly looking over my shoulder to make sure they're still following me. It'd be nice if I had a lead at this point, but I haven't found any merchants, haven't had any spawn on me, so no leads yet. But with that, we have ourselves a baby sheep, and with that, the sun is going down. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna build myself some fencing so we can get ourselves a second pin and get that built next thing in the morning. I decided to make another pin for the cows, about as big as the one for the sheep. This is just going to be the standard size pin for now. And somehow trapped a rabbit. Oh, exit the rabbit part. But with that, I went back to where I found the cow and found that it had multiplied into 2 cows, which was great. So I started the same process of trying to shove them across the water, as they just did not want to follow me. Until we got closer to the mainland, and then they started following me again, which was nice. We finally got them back to the pen, bred them, and now we have 3 cows. Well, 1 baby cow. But that'll work. I'll breed the sheep again as well, and get an achievement, which I should have already had because I bred the sheep yesterday as well. But time to do some more terrain work. Need to level this place out some more so we can continue to grow, fill in the rest of this hole. And with that, I went out again in search of some more animals. Well, I wasn't really searching for them, but when I seen 2 chickens, I knew I had to, because I still had seeds on me, so why not? Well, why not is because I don't really have a gate. I have fencing, but I don't have a gate, which made this a little difficult. I needed the chickens to stick around while I try to go get myself a gate. See if I can't lure them over here. Yep, follow me. Let me make a gate real quick. Yep, okay. Well, that worked out alright. Now, to make this before they run away, which they are. Alright, hurry up, hurry up. Alright, chicken, chicken. Alright. Chickens. Inside. Ah, yes, bird love. Where you... Chicken. Don't make me kill you after you just had a baby. Get in here. That's right. Now it's starting the next day, and I was been up a little bit, so of course there were some creepy crawlies around, one of which I decided to try and kill so I could get its bones. Ow. But we got bones and some arrows. That'll be nice for later on. But I'm not ready to fight the Enderman. So let's try and not look at it. And after the Enderman left, I went to breeding the animals again. Chickens, cows, and the sheep. But with breeding them, I realized I'm getting low on food to breed them with. So I need to start a farm. And no farm can be built without iron. Why? Because buckets, of course. What, you expect me to farm on this edge of the ocean with salt water? Nah. Nah, we need to make ourselves a proper farm. And to do that, we need to find some iron here. There's a little bit at the top. Of course, in the ravine, there's plenty of iron that's exposed, and we're just gonna go grab that real quick. Now that we got the iron, we're gonna make ourselves a bucket and get this farm started. Do a little terrain digging here. Level it out a bit, give ourselves plenty of room for the crops, and start filling up our little moat of water. Now, if you didn't know, I am somewhat of a farmer myself in real life. Now, I don't really have a big farm, but I do have a garden that I like to experiment stuff with. And usually when I do growing crops, I end up growing way more than what I need. In old farmer fashion. You always grow more than what you need, because you expect to lose some to insects and other things. You know, hopefully not blight, but it happens. But with that, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. We got a nice little farm going here. We got some sheep, we got some cows, some chickens, and an actual patch of farmland. It's a mixed farmland now, but it's enough to call ourselves a farmer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you would. It really means a lot to me. I'll see you next time. Peace.